This is a tool I picked up a little while ago, and this was based off of the Gerber suspension. Now the suspension is still in production today. I don't like it near as well as I like the NXT. I even like the Gerber truss a little bit more than the suspension. But anyhow, the Gerber tread was based off of the suspension, but it had some huge differences. Now, one of the first differences of the Gerber tread is the weight. So let's go ahead and pull a scale out here. All right, so I've got the scale here. I'm going to put the suspension on here, and the suspension comes up to 8.9 ounces. The tread will come in at 6.8. So you can tell that the tread will definitely be a lot lighter tool. Now, why is that? Well, I think the main reason is because the tread had aluminum handles. These were painted black at the bottom, but the handles will be aluminum, making this a lot lighter. Now, I'm assuming that also caused some issues in the field. I haven't really heard of any, but I'm assuming this wasn't quite as durable as some of Gerber's other products, which definitely would not have been a good idea. Now, the tread has another really different tool in here. We'll talk a little bit later, but let's go ahead and start with the pliers. These are spring-loaded pliers. These look very similar to Gerber's other products. And then the other tools will be outside opening, and they will be locking. On this side, we'll have scissors. There will be a combo blade, Phillips screwdriver, flat screwdriver, and then this set of scissors. Maybe what I should do is do a quick check of these scissors. Some of these Gerbers I find to cut extremely well, some not as well. This one might be a little bit in the middle. It's a rather small set of scissors, but it is still able to cut paracord. Go ahead, fold that up there, and that will be all of the tools, except on this side there will be a flashlight, which is very different. Now with this one, what is normally the locking lever, you'll push it once to turn it on and then push it again to turn it off. That is, wow, that's a different design. I did not realize that Gerber even had this design. There is a place right here where you can get into the battery compartment. Now, oddly enough, there is hardly any information online about the Gerber tread, how to even change the batteries. So I was able to find a picture. A lot of this info actually comes from Multitool Encyclopedia, which I reference a lot. So for this tool right here, there's this little lip and you can pull back, and that's how you access these almost like watch batteries, but these thick batteries right here. Lock and unlock tab is what turns this light on and off. But very different design, a little bit cool, a little bit crazy, but that's Gerber for you. But it will be a very minimalist tool set in that flashlight takes up a whole one side of the handle. On this side, you essentially have your screwdrivers, your knife, your scissors, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. I don't see a can opener, bottle cap lifter, none of that on this tool set, which I'm sure made a lot of people very unhappy. But it definitely catered to a certain amount of people that value the flashlight above tools in the Multitool. Now, the Gerber tread will come out in 2007. It will not last, I don't think it lasts that long. I have not been able to find a discontinued date. I'd appreciate if someone would reach out and say, hey, I remember when the Gerber tread, rather, not the Leatherman. The Leatherman tread is the watch band or the bracelet, tool bracelet that can be a watch. But this is the plier-based Multitool. So if you remember when the Gerber tread was discontinued, let me know. But it definitely, I think its biggest point was that it was light. That was probably also its downfall. You can see how very wide these tool handles are, even wider than the Gerber suspension. It will be a Very chunky tool, 4 inches, but at the widest point, it will be over 2 inches wide. Very, very chunky tool. All right, I think that's sort of cool. I will add this to my collection. There are a couple of other strange Gerbers out there I might add based off of the suspension frame, but this is the first one I got, and yeah, it's definitely a little bit different.